Hey babes, it's Paris Hilton. So I was checking my points balance in the Hilton Honors app the other day, and yeah, I've got about 1 billion, which feels excessive, even for me. Just kidding. You can never have too many Hilton Honors points. And I want to do something iconic this summer, so I'm giving away all my Paris points. Just find somewhere you've always wanted to stay, then go to my socials or Hilton's and tell me about it. Just make sure you're a Hilton Honors member, and I might be sending you Paris points, because when you want points that make your summer even hotter, it matters where you stay.
Take your flexibility beyond the mat with PayPal. Pay nothing at checkout, then enjoy a flexible monthly payment plan that works for you with no sign-up or late fees. Find yours and an easy way to pay with PayPal. Download the PayPal app to get started. Subject to approval. Pay monthly consumer loans made by WebBank. Available through PayPal Inc. NMLS 910457. Learn more at paypal.com/paymonthly.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the lore of the Final Fantasy universe, such as the characters, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Steve-O. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Steven.
Yo.
And we are back from having a week off because I have work stuff that's happening where it's taking me away from my Wednesdays, like, you know, the most important days of my week.
That darn work.
Full-time jobs, man. But today we are bringing you another beloved character from the Final Fantasy universe, from Final Fantasy 15.
Beloved.
I don't know about Beloved. I know that's where you were going to go. It's like, I don't know about Beloved. But we are here talking about Noctis.
He's beloved to me. I love Noctis.
He's not beloved by everybody, but, I mean, granted, he is a good character, not going to lie, which we'll go over. So, a little summary of Noctis, who is the initially sole playable character and main protagonist of Final Fantasy 15. He's the crown prince and heir to the throne of Lucius, the kingdom with control over the crystal. Thus, he can wield the power of the Lucian kings. He was the first to announce for the canceled game Final Fantasy Versus 13, which eventually transformed into the Final Fantasy 15 universe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you heard that right. Final Fantasy 15 was originally going to be in the 13 series, and they just straight up scrapped it. So what?
I'm curious what they would have done with that. Would he have been the new... Because I haven't played 13. So I'm curious, would they have made him like the new main character?
Yeah, I don't know. That's... Here, I mean, I can just click on 13 verses to see what it would tell us.
You could spoil 13 for me. Is she...
Well, this is 13 verses, which was the cancel game that we never got. So there's nothing to spoil. Versus 13 was a game plan for the PS3 as part of the Fabula Nova Chrysalis Final Fantasy series, which is the 13 series. It was intended to be a companion game to Final Fantasy 13 alongside the mobile game Final Fantasy Agito 13, the three sharing from the same Fabula Nova Chrysalis mythos. The game would have been an action role-playing game directed by Tetsuya Nomura, known for character design and director of the Kingdom Hearts series, for which gameplay footage resembled, bearing many originating themes carried on in its succeeding game. The theme for Versus 13 was a fantasy based on reality, and the game was to take place in the setting similar to a contemporary Earth. Well, that sounds interesting as hell. Well, weird.
I mean, that makes sense. 15's combat is kind of similar to
Kingdom Hearts, really?
I mean, you move around a lot more. It's Somewhat. I mean, it's a departure from the previous game.
True. That's true. So with Noctis, we do have notes on his appearance. So Noctis is a young man standing at 176 centimeters or 5'9", with spiky black hair and blue eyes that can glow a bright magenta. He wears a black jacket and keeps unzipped with a skull motif buttons that has the text Rowan on them, Roen, which it's a fashion collaboration. Go figure.
Okay. They did that a couple times in the game.
Yeah, they have done that a couple times. Zipper tag and sequin design on the pockets. The jacket has a leopard print on the inside, which is not apparent to his in-game model. Underneath, he wears a steel gray shirt and with skull prints. He wears a black cropped trousers and black buckle boots with red soles with a black motorcycle glovelet on his left hand. Meh. He's an emo kid.
He is he is the definition of sad boy. He's got all of it. Yeah.
I wouldn't say sad boy, but he's definitely emo. Well, emo inspired.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the emo personality. As a youth, maybe a little bit. As a youth, Noctis had a delicate and boyish appearance with deep blue eyes and bangs. After suffering a grievous injury, Noctis sometimes used a wheelchair. 10 years later, Noctis's facial features have weathered, and he has grown a beard. His jaw is more square-shaped, and the complexion is rough. He wears a more formal and sophisticated attire, befitting his regal standing. A black suit with gold jewelry accenting it, a black and gold pauldron on his left shoulder, a gold knee guard around his left knee, accompanied by a cape with an intricate gold chains, and black shoes. His outfit is similar to the ones worn by his father, King Regis, but without stripes or neck ornaments, as it is tailored to him.
Yeah, Time Jump Noctis it's a tough look. This is definitely not my...
Yeah, oh yeah. He is...
He still looks like a little boy, but it looks like somebody glued pieces of a beard to his face. Like, it's not good.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, with his personality, though his three companions are not royalty, Noctis usually treats them as equals. His upbringing shines through. However, he, as reflected in his body language, posture, or poise and posture, in contrast to his team, he regularly dozes off, thus and is present from his early childhood. According to Final Fantasy XV Prologue, Parting Ways, Noctis' personality changed following a childhood incident, making him more withdrawn despite having been a lively child before. In his teenage years, he appeared perpetually bored and uninterested in the things happening around him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Noctis has dealt with a lot of emotional trauma, as his mother died when he was young, and his father had to cater to the demands of the kingdom, leaving Noctis feeling alone. Nonetheless, he is not bitter over it, accepting the sacrifices that have been made. Noctis is still trying to figure out who he is and struggles articulating his feelings. He keeps a lot bottled up, especially with confronting how he feels about his childhood friend, Luna Freya. Dun dun dun. When Noctis struggles coping with things, he tends to avoid the issue and becomes even more withdrawn, such as when he avoids duties or thinking about being the next king in Brotherhood Final Fantasy XV due to worry over his father's ailing health.
I don't know if I agree with that he's not bitter over his childhood, because he's definitely pretty nasty to his dad at the beginning, where he's like, oh yeah, whatever, I gotta go do my duty. He's a little bit of a turd at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, he is. That's true.
Yeah.
When he acknowledges the situation is bad, his first instinct is to focus on himself rather than the people he's supposed to lead, or even his closest friends. He doesn't share the weight of his grief over the deaths of his loved ones, and instead tries to deal with it alone and further isolating himself and pushing others away. Okay, yeah, no, he's an emo boy.
He is.
This is never mind. I was wrong. He is straight up emo boy.
Yeah.
Um, he enthuses about the things he enjoys and has a bit of his inflated ego, as noted by Gladius. He can be reckless, having to be held back by others, though this does not always stop him. He's playful, especially towards Prompto. His best friend is frequently snarky and sarcastic. Near the end of Noctis's journey, his friends note he has increased confidence and has become more stern and resolute. He has learned to take on the responsibilities of his position and does so without hesitation.
He does grow a lot throughout the game.
Yeah, no, he does. Yeah, that's true. And then Noctis dislikes vegetables, much to Ignis's displeasure. He tries to encourage a healthy diet. Noctis and Prompto share a distaste for bugs and a love for animals, especially pets and chocobos. See, look at that. Noctis seems aware that it seems unaware that Iris has a crush on him, though obvious to everyone else. Noctis is also apparently a reckless driver, as implied by Ignis' nervous reaction to Noctis driving the Regalia over to the Disc of Cothus.
So basically, to sum that up, he is a teenager. He is like in the middle of his teenage years where he's just moody. He likes to sleep all the time. He's very snarky and sarcastic. Like,
Yeah, and
been around
hey,
a teenager.
hey, I. I'm okay with the whole dislike vegetables things because I'm the same way.
I'm the opposite. I love vegetables and I hate chocobos. So sorry, not.
So see, me and Noctis are similar, just without me
Yeah.
having the emo personality.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, and yeah, everybody. This is literally like middle school. Everyone in middle school, essentially.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying in chat. Me in 8th grade.
I currently have a teenage daughter, and this is exactly what every day is.
Oh
Every
my
day.
god. I'm
Now I'm
sorry.
gonna look at her. I'm gonna look at her now and be like, "Oh, you're just Noctis."
Moving to with his abilities. So, as heir to the throne of Lucius, Noctis wields the power of the kings, and those he associated with share into some of his power. However, due to his childhood injury, he cannot reach the full potential of his powers.
Is that injury shown anywhere? Is it like in one of the billions of offshoots of the main
Probably.
game, like prequel or something like that?
Yes, it's in the prologue, I believe,
Was
which is like I believe it's a book.
the book? Which one was the show? Was it a Netflix
Uh,
show or a YouTube video or something like that?
there was a animated series. Oh, this was a
Yeah.
web novel.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Prologue Parting Ways is a web novel. So, yeah, take that as you will. Yeah, there was like an mini anime CG series. It was Kingsglaive.
Yeah, that's what
It dealt with the
Kingsglaive.
Kingsglaive specifically. So,
Who are cool.
yeah.
Kingsglaive.
Oh, the Kingsglaive were awesome. So weapons manifest to his use from thin air, and only he can wield the crystalline royal arms of his forebears. The power to wield all these weapons at once is called Armiger, during which he is empowered by the souls of his ancestors. He can warp over short distances and phase through solid matter. Powers that he can use in combat. He can collect elemental power from the environment and craft spells that those with him can also gain access to. But his true magical power is harnessed via the mythical Ring of Luci, which allows the wearer to wield the power of the crystal itself in exchange of the user's own life force. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Here, let me use all this great power. Oh, by the way, you're basically killing yourself, slowly but surely.
Yeah, the section of the game, it's right towards the end where you have to, that's the only weapon you have, is that little ring. It's the worst part of the game. You have to make your way through like this. It's like
It's a terrible dungeon.
Yeah, it's yeah, you make your way through a dungeon basically, and you only can use the ring, which is like a slow
poison.
like no, it just takes time to basically reload, I guess.
Oh
for
yeah,
lack-
yeah, to use it and all that. Yeah,
and you
that's
just
true.
make the enemies just go poof with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but Noctis is one powering the party's potions and elixirs, so he can has healing properties. Without him, they would be just regular soda. So he can craft soda and have healing properties added to it, so it doesn't taste like crap. So it's good medicine that tastes good.
uh,
I love that.
a sprite that heals you.
Right? Oh my god, that'd be great. The kings of Lucius have forged covenants with the astral gods of Eos. And once Noctis does so, he becomes able to call forth the astrals to aid him. With the ring of the Luci, Noctis learns 3 unique and powerful spells.
Yeah.
Noctis is an excellent combatant, using all the weapons in his disposal with proficient skill. He is good at synchronizing with other skilled fighters to perform powerful link strikes, which are nice to have.
They're pretty cool too. It's kind of like the synergy from the remakes, but
Yep,
like a little cutaway of them doing it.
And then after becoming the vessel for the crystal's power, Noctis gains the power of Providence, noted to suppress even the might of the astrals. He can use it by sitting on the throne and summoning the Luci to him and enter the realm in between afterlife and the mortal realm, taking the royal arms into the beyond within his very body.
So he
basically becomes
God.
a demigod. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or actually, no. If he's powerful than the astrals, yeah, he's God. He becomes God.
Which is how and they don't. Of course, it's not explained. It's not like in the game when you play it at the end, you're just like, oh, he's dead, and him and spoiler alert for 15.
It's kind of a big spoiler.
Heavily implied that he sacrifices himself, and you're like, okay, well, great ending.
And fun fact, there's a sequel novel.
And they're like, turns out they're not dead. So I guess he used his power of being God to
not die,
revive himself, and
pretty much. And by the way, for everybody who hasn't played 15, astrals are this universe's primal / summons.
Yes.
So now getting into his story. So Noctis is the son of King Regis and Queen Aluia.
I don't think they ever say her name.
Aluia? I don't know. I don't remember them ever saying her name. The crown prince of Lucius and thus heir to the Caelum line. When Regis heard Alua was suddenly entering labor, he and Corleonis, the marshal of the Crown's Guard and Regis's friend, dropped everything and raced the regalia to the hospital in such a manner they damaged the car. Regis was elated at Noctis's birth, but Alea died when Noctis was still an infant.
Wow.
Darn.
Wouldn't be a Final Fantasy game without a dead parent.
Right, or parents at all. As most protagonists don't have one. So Ignis Scientia, you heard me right. Yeah, it's so creative. Became Noctis's retainer when he was 3, and this thus is his oldest friend. 2 years later, King Regis learned from the spirits of the old kings that his 5-year-old son is the chosen king prophesied to sacrifice himself to save the world. Perhaps for this reason, Regis wanted Noctis to live a full, normal life, and Noctis had a relatively unusual childhood, such as being enrolled at a regular school.
Yeah, sacrificed himself with a line through those words, because
right, don't actually do that. And then, as depicted in Brotherhood Final Fantasy 15, when he was 8 years old, Noctis was the victim of the daemon Merilith, implied to have been unleashed upon them by the Niflheim, the Empire, and there had been a war with Lucius for hundreds of years. The servants who accompanied him perished while Noctis was gravely injured, but he was saved by Regis and his attendees.
I'd imagine that's the childhood injury.
Yes.
Alluded to earlier.
Yes.
Hopefully nothing else happened because that's pretty wild.
Right. And Marilith is she's just a snake-like creature throughout the series, like throughout Final Fantasy as a whole. And then
Yeah.
depicted in the Platinum demo, Final Fantasy 15, Noctis went into a coma and retreated into a dream world where he. Oh no. Yeah. So, as depicted in the Platinum demo, Final Fantasy 15, Noctis went into a coma and retreated into the dream world, where he came under the protection of Carbuncle, a magical creature who helped him feed off attacks from an unknown force and tempting him from waking up. Afterwards, Noctis spent time in the country of Tenebrae, recovering, where he befriended the young Princess Lunafreya. While their time together was short, they bonded, and she showed Noctis a red notebook they would come to use for secret correspondence, using her magical dog Umbra as a messenger. It's great. Umbra is also a great dog, just in general.
It's a good boy.
It's a good boy. So,
Oh yeah.
Oh, I did put a mid-break in here. I couldn't remember if I did or not. Then Noctis learned about the crystal of Lucius and how his father is its sworn protector from Lunafreya, who explained that he is the crystals chosen to banish the plague of darkness from the world. Noctis promised to do it, although he didn't understand what was asked of him. Go figure. Noctis also met Genetinia, the mysterious high messenger of the gods, who stays by Lunafreya's side. Genetinia was pleased the future king of Lucius would have such a close relation to the Oracle.
It turns out she's the one who becomes Shiva, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Genetinia, yeah.
Yeah.
She eventually becomes Shiva, yes. And then, as depicted in Kingsglaive, Final Fantasy 15, Niflheim invaded Tenebrae, and Regis barely escaped with the young Noctis. Though he tried to also take Lunafreya, she opted to stay behind with her brother Ravis, who was already captured. From that time on, Noctis and Lunafreya could no longer see each other, although they kept in secret contact via Lunafreya's magical dogs. Noctis never fully recovered from the attack from Marilith.
Yes. Ravis, big jerk.
Yeah. Terrible. When a king of Lucius dies, their soul comes to reside inside the fairy heirloom, the Ring of Luci, which allows one to use the crystal's power and inherit by the person next in line for the throne. However, using the ring zaps the user of their life force. Regis was doomed to age prematurely due to his life energy being needed to maintain the wall around Insomnia, the crowned city. Regis is conflicted about whether to put such a burden on Noctis. I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep
Gotta
that
do
wall
what
up.
you gotta do, I guess.
Turns out it doesn't matter anyway, eventually, but you know.
Right. And then, as depicted in Brotherhood, Final Fantasy 15, despite being royalty, Noctis attended a regular school where he met a boy named Prompto, whom Lunafreya had advised to seek Noctis' friendship as he hadn't mingled much with other peers. Gladius was his tutor for battle skills since early age. Although the two did not initially get along, Gladius, viewing him spoiled, the two befriended after a 10-year-old. Noctis, 10-year-old Noctis saved Gladius' younger sister, Iris, from getting lost and took the blame for wandering outside the palace grounds, even if he had only been following Iris to make sure she didn't get hurt. See, Noctis is a brave and nice soul. He's not always emo.
No, he has his moments where he's good.
Yeah.
Real quick before we move on, since the live went down, I have a fun fact from Box Girl in the Discord. Noctis's mom's name, Aulia,
Yeah.
however you say
Aulia?
it, means swimming together harmoniously in Hawaiian.
Oh, that's nifty.
Yeah, who'd have thought?
Who would have thought? And then when Noctis was 15, he moved to live alone to gain more independence and entered high school. and that he and Prompto became friends. Although Noctis did not do well in the exams, graduating at the top of his class, he struggled with the pressures of being the future king and prospect of his father dying. To keep such pressures off his mind, he lived his youth like a general citizen for his age, including taking up a part-time job at a sushi restaurant. All right. Well, I mean,
If you
good
say
on
so.
him.
Yeah.
Good on him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. But at this point, let's take a quick mid-break, thank our patrons, and we'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
All right, welcome to the middle of the show. We're talking about everything on the podcast. It has nothing to do with the lore of Final Fantasy. Here, we want to thank all of our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much, and thank you to our new patron, Brian R., for becoming a Warrior Light. Thank you so much for joining us, and can't wait to see you on the patron chats. It's going to be even more and more fun because more people.
Hopefully in the Discord so we can bring you on.
Right, yeah. Ben, Brian R., if you are not on the Discord, please join the Discord so you get the link so you can join the patron chats. But I believe you are on. But if you're not, links in the description below. You can also give us review and ratings on Apple and Spotify. Oh, actually, if you want to join us on patron chats, you can go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us on the chat, which is going to be here in 2 weeks, I believe. Right?
Sounds right.
Yes,
yeah.
2 weeks. Yes, the 26th. 2 weeks. So, patrons, think what you want to talk about. You can, leave us review and ratings on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice Spotify comment. We'll read it out loud the next time on the show, which we do have some. We have one on our Spooktober patron chat, which was forever ago, from Hyenso. I think I almost fainted the first time I saw a 4-spawn Tonberry in the ancient castle in FF6. Yeah, no, Tonberries are terrifying.
Yes.
Yeah, no, thank you. And then you can also find us in a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. Go check those out. All great stuff. Go to Robots Radio. If you can think of a podcast or think of a topic, we probably have it, because we have a lot.
There's a lot. And then you can also find us live on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Ben of Temeria, as long as Twitch is working, which it doesn't apparently want to work with OBS today as we're recording this, on 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Twitch. Yeah. Hopefully one of these days.
Yeah, hopefully if it doesn't crash on me like it did today. Yeah, not fun. And for some reason, they can still like post chats in my stream chat if I'm not even live, which is weird. But with that being said, let's get back into more of Noctis.
This is a Bose moment. You've been there. Small talk's going nowhere, but then the Bose speaker kicks in. Music you can feel fills the room, and no more chat with Danny from accounts. Your life deserves music. Your music deserves Bose. Find your perfect product at Bose.com.
Latte for Keenan?
That's me.
Hey, you're
Yeah.
buying a car online on AutoTrader?
Really? But unlike other sites, you can start online, test drive with a local dealer, then finish online or at the dealership.
Really? Wait, are you
Yep, it's key.
able to finish in person without starting the process over?
Really. Your info stays with you every step of the way.
Cool. Enjoy.
It's Keenan Thompson. Buy your car online on AutoTrader. Really.
All right, so at the age of 20, Noctis sets forth from his homeland to formalize the Union of States through his marriage to Lady Lunafreya of the Imperial Province of Tenebrae. Accompanying Noctis are his friends Ignis, his royal advisor, Gladius, his bodyguard, and Prompto, his best friend from high school. Because why not?
Boy band is at it.
Yep. As depicted in Final Fantasy XV Prologue Parting Ways, Noctis tries to meet with Regis the day before they left, but the king was too busy with the treaty signing preparations. Lucius was to relinquish all territories outside Insomnia to the Empire in exchange for peace. Regis knew it was to be a trap and didn't tell Noctis of the true reason he was being sent away from the city with his friends, hoping Noctis would one day understand his reasons. Yeah. So, the four headed towards Altesia, so Noctis could marry Lunafreya to solidify relations between their countries as a political union. Regis seems off with a heavy heart at the steps of the Citadel. On their way across the lead, Regalia, Regis's car, and the party is using, breaks down. The party pushes it to the nearest service station, Hammerhead, where they meet the mechanic Sydney and her grandfather, Sid, Regis's old comrade.
Yes. A lot of people's favorite part of the game.
Yeah, pushing a car for the first 5 minutes of the game, because that's great.
While Florence and the Machine plays in the background.
Right. So Sid recognizes Noctis and assures them that the car can be fixed, but it will take some time, leaving the party stranded for the time being. Though knowing Noctis is the prince, Sid doesn't act respectfully, implying he doesn't think Noctis is ready to become the king. Sydney handles the repairs, and the party is left to make the money to pay her. Once the repairs are done, the party heads to the port town of Gadlanquay, where they hope to take... What? No, I know how to say it.
No, it's so... I specifically remember this one because it really irked me when they said it. It's Golden Key.
Golden... What?
Yeah.
What? How's that Golden Key?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't...
It's Galdinquay.
Yep. It's pronounced Golden Key.
What? Okay, whatever, I guess. Where they hope to take the ferry to Altesia. However, the ferry is not running, and they meet a mysterious stranger who acts flippantly and gives them an Oracle Ascension coin as allowance. Yeah, and this is where you meet Arden. Yep. The party learns that Niflheim has attacked the crown city. The Waha has fallen. The Empire has stolen the crystal. Noctis and his father are reported dead alongside Lunafreya. They turn back, but a blockade prevents them from reaching the city. They find a high vantage point to see it from a distance and receive a call from the Cor Leonis as the state of affairs. Noctis learns that the news that the king has been dead are true, and Cor helps him to get started on his quest of retrieving the legendary weapons of Lucius's past rulers after opening the road to Duscae?
I think so. Yeah, that one I don't remember.
Duskay, yeah. Core deems Noctis strong enough to continue on his mission without his help, and then departs. Because why not?
Yeah, he doesn't help. He just shows you. He's like, "Hey, here's an old tomb. With your
Go do it.
weapon." Yeah.
Go investigate. Get this weapon. Okay, bye. Iris calls Noctis to tell him that she's made it in the town of Lestalum.
Lestalum, yeah.
Lestalum. And they decide to go see her. On the way there, they have an option of visiting the meteor of the Six, said to have fallen to Eos eons ago. But if they try, they are repelled by Imperial forces. In Elestrium, Iris shows Noctis around the town, and he learns Lunafreya made it out of insomnia. With little recourse and Noctis' duty to his country, the party resumes its trip to Altesia and hopes that she's headed there. However, the ferry is still out of commission.
That damn ferry.
Damn ferries. Gotta do all the side quests.
Yep.
Noctis is tipped off of a royal tomb being hidden in the cavern behind a waterfall, and his party heads to retrieve it. Noctis begins to experience sudden headaches and bizarre visions as the Archeon Titan is calling for him. The Disk of Colthus area where Titan resides, said to be holding the meteorite, is locked down in the Empire, but Arden Izunia, this mysterious stranger had met in Golden Key, revealed to be a Chancellor of Niflheim, opens the way for them. I still don't believe that's how you pronounce it. That's bullshit.
I swear.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. But that's not how letters work.
I agree with you. But I remember the first time they said it, I was like, what the hell? No, that's not right.
That's not how that's pronounced. Noctis comes before the Astral as Imperial forces storm in and try to destroy the god. Noctis has a vision of Lunafreya communing with Titan and forms a covenant with him, gaining the ability to summon him. Surrounded by Imperial forces, Arden helps Noctis' party escape the site. Though Arden has been helping them, Noctis does not trust him. Don't. Do not.
You played 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember this part?
Vaguely. It's been a while since I played 15.
You're driving around that it's kind of like you're driving down into the mountain sort of with the car.
Oh yeah.
You lose the car, but the whole scene, like the battle with Titan and that whole part right there is so cool. Like that's when people will try and poo-poo 15. I'm like, no, just visually, this game is
this game is visually, this game is gorgeous.
Incredible. Yeah, this like all the big cutscenes with the astrals in this game are just second to, I think they're even better than another game that comes after this with that part.
Fair.
I really enjoy the astrals in this game. It's pretty cool.
So Lunafreya is seeking to rouse the gods of Eos, known as the Six, who have been slumbering since the War of the Astrals, and is said to awaken only for the time of the prophecy. Noctis receives a message from her via Umbra, in which she lends her support to this cause. Duskar is shrouded in a storm until Noctis passes Ramu's trial and gains the means to summon him. Noctis is guided by Genetinia, who communicates with him telepathically, directing him what he needs to do to gain the gods' favor. Yeah, like he gets all the favor of the gods.
He does. And the remove power in this game is my favorite. It's just like randomly.
I remember I summon Ramu more than any other summon in this game. Because he can become
where you're at.
Because you can summon him anywhere, and it's so compared to other games, the summons / astrals can only be summoned in specific areas. Like to summon Titan, you need to be in around a lot of earth, a lot of rocks.
Yeah,
Ramu can be summoned anywhere.
Leviathan is right by the water, and yeah, Ramu is basically like if it's raining, which it does often in this game. He'll almost always be summoned.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So upon acquiring Ramu's power, Noctis and his retinue infiltrate the nearby Imperial base to recover the missing regalia. After fighting through the Magitech armors and soldiers at the base, Noctis is confronted by Ravis Nox Floret. Before you can reach the car, Ravis is Lunafreya's brother and now the High Commander of Niflheim's army. Ravis berates Noctis for his obliviousness on the consequences of forming covenants with gods and is about to battle them, but Arden intervenes, withdraws the army, and reminds Ravis he needs to head off to Altesia, where, with the regalia recovered, the party returns to Lestrelum.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Ravis was gonna work you over at that point in the game. He was.
Oh yeah, he would have
really
demolished you.
Yeah.
When they meet Iris back at the hotel, she reveals that the Imperial General Coligo Oldor attacked Lestrelum, and the Amcentia family chamberlain, Jared Hester, was killed defending Iris. His grandson, Talcott, is traumatized, and Noctis expresses his sorrow for his loss. During the night, Noctis dreams of following Lunafreya's dog, Prina, while encountering various terrors.
Yeah.
Because it's another good puppy.
They attacked the town, and I always thought it was like a hotel, because there's places you can stay in, like hotels in the game, and you get like experience bonuses. So these are the people who are helping you out. They basically like run what I thought was a hotel. And yeah, they killed the head guy.
Yeah. Dun dun. So Noctis and the party escort Iris to Cape Carum, but on their way to discover the Empire was set up yet another flying fortress near Old Alestrium. With Ignis's help, Noctis incapacitates General Calgio, but he escapes before they can extract revenge for killing of Gerard. As he leaves the base, Noctis is ambushed by Commodore Aria Highwind, who Cargio spoke of in distress. After a brief fight, she leaves. Noctis continues to Cape Carum, where the Hammerhead crew is busy working on Regis's old ship, which he will grant them passage to Altesia. They stay at Iris and Talcott's new home by the sea, where Talcott reveals that there's still mithril ore that can be used to repair the ship at Vester Pool.
Yeah, big swamp.
And Ariana Highwind is the, only Dragoon in the game.
Technically, yes. I mean, Noctis can be a Dragoon.
Noctis can be Dragoon because you're using a spear. And there's no job system in this game compared to other Final Fantasies. But Highwind is obviously, a nod to Cain Highwind, who is the most famous Dragoon.
Right.
So,
and she's awesome.
She's great. Gladius goes off on his own to contemplate the recent events. Noctis, Ignis, and Prompto slip into the Empire held area with Arden's help. Although they cannot fathom why an Imperial official is helping them, they venture to find the ore under the supervision of Arya, whom Arden hired to escort Noctis. She guides them through a sublime temple, an anomaly created by ancient magic of Solheim.
And this is where you get to fight. Oh God, we brought this up a few times, and I never remember. It's the summon from 8, the Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, Quetzalcoatl, yeah. Yep. And then through her, Noctis learns that the bulk of the Empire's military force is powered by daemons, creatures that lurk in the depths of caves and emerge during the darkest hours of the day. Aurania is concerned over the direction the regime is taking after securing the mithril. Aurania wishes Noctis as well, advising him to choose his path in life. Noctis and his party return to Lestrium, where Noctis teams up with a hunter to rid the local power plant of daemons, who turns out to be Gladius.
Oh, I think okay. Because throughout the game, your boy band will split up. One of the people will leave, and this is what the DLCs were made for, because they will basically, if you go play the DLC, this is what that party member is doing during their time away.
And if you play the Royal Edition of the game, everything is like all the DLCs, everything's tied. So when when Gladius leaves, you go and you start the Gladius DLC.
No, well, you have
or
to
is
go.
Or do you have to physically manually go to it?
Yeah, you physically have to go do it. So like
Boo.
when I went back and played it the second time, it was the first time I did the DLC. I had to look up honestly when to go play it because you don't. They say like don't play it directly when that person leaves because it won't
make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's good.
But Gladius is really cool.
So while in Altesia, that's not where I was at. Noctis and his friend make their way to Altesia on King Regis's royal vessel. During the trip, they discuss the news of Ravis being the high commander of the Imperial Army, and him holding King Regis's sword, although he cannot wield it as he is not of the Lucian line. Noctis feels ambivalent, but believes he'll be able to reclaim the sword from Ravis.
Yeah.
Freaking better.
Yeah.
While in Altesia, Noctis negotiates with the first secretary, Camelia Costra, to let Lunafreya rouse Leviathan, but doesn't get to see the latter as she is being held for her safety. Lunafreya gives a speech to the masses about her desire to wake the Hadrian and to help banish the growing darkness. The world is plagued by a phenomenon known as the Sky Scourge that lengthens the nights, but the line of the oracles, in which she is the latest, has the power to fight this darkness. Noctis undertakes Leviathan's trial, who goes berserk despite Lunafreya's efforts to calm her. Lunafreya calls the spirits of the past kings of Lucius to aid Noctis, who battles Leviathan with the power of the kings until Titan interferes and Leviathan is calmed. Amid Noctis's battle, Arden stabs Lunafreya, and Noctis is powerless to help her.
This is like, in my opinion, this is the peak of the game right here. This is where it's at its best. Like the Leviathan fight is so good.
And the Leviathan, like when Leviathan comes out of the water and everything, it looks awesome.
I mean, that whole area right there, Altesia, is so cool. It's like, I think they modeled it after like Italy, where you take the gondolas to the city. So it all looks like that, and then you have a giant fight where you're not flying through the air, but you are. It's weird. Yeah. And because Leviathan is so big, like they do summons really well in this.
The summons are massive in these games.
They're huge. So you look at them, you're like, I'll never beat this. Like they really give you the sense that the astrals are really, really powerful.
Yeah. They're gods.
They're gods.
They look and they're size of gods, so.
And then you end it with Lunafreya, who like you were going on this journey to go see, and then just
backstab.
This
who
guy
who's that coming?
Like this guy clearly is the bad guy, but he doesn't make it known up until this point. You're like, oh yeah, now he's the bad guy. Now we don't want.
Now I have to kill his ass. So after the battle, a weakened Noctis is left lying in the ruin of the altar of the Tide Mother. A mortally wounded Lunafreya crawls to Noctis and heals him, and the two converse in a dreamlike realm. The prince sad he could not save her. She passes the ring of Lucy to him, which he had been holding for him per King Regis's final request. While Noctis is unconscious, he unknowingly is threatened by Arden, but saved by Ignis, who lends him the power of the ring of the Lucy to fend him off at the cost of his eyesight. Noctis awakens days later to learn of Lunafreya's passing from a now blind Ignis. Ignis asks Noctis to reconsider their journey, but Noctis refuses to give up, saying that the sacrifices made for him would be meaningless if he did not continue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't give up now.
Yeah, right? You already lost so much, might as well keep going.
Yeah.
Noctis and his team carry on to Graelia, the capital of Niflheim, to regain the crystal the Empire has stolen. They travel through the continent on train, and though now in possession of the ring of his ancestors, Noctis refuses to wield his power. This angers Gladius, who sees Noctis' struggle to deal with his grief as a sign of not ready to task upon them. Noctis admits that he is considering ending his journey out of fear that Ignis might be sacrificed again. After Noctis retrieves the katana of the warrior, another of the royal arms, Ignis speaks up to heal the rift that has been formed between the companions, and Noctis remains determined to push on, though not at Ignis' expense.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, God, so much crap has happened, and I don't blame Noctis.
Yeah, a lot going on here.
Yeah, there's so much going on. Their train is attacked by Imperial forces, and amid the chaos, Noctis is tricked by Arden to push Prompto off the moving train, and Noctis realizes Arden wields the supernatural powers. They're unable to go back to save him and assume Prompto has been captured by the Empire. They stop at Tenebrae to find that Fenestralia Manor, a flame has revenge by the Empire. Gravis is reported to have been executed for high treason for the Leviathan incident, unless the bloodline of the oracles has ended. Without Lunafreya holding back the darkness, sunlight had almost vanished from the world, and ever more daemons spawning.
So things are going bad in a hurry.
Yeah,
at this point.
Things go upsy daisies real quick. Goes from 60 to 100 real freaking quick.
Pretty interesting that you're on the train at this point, because things are really going off the rails. Like everything is going really bad at this point, and it's happening very quickly.
Yeah. As they speculate that the crystal has been the power to repel the daemons, Noctis is even more desperate to seek it out. Ariana has quit the Imperial Army and is now helping the victims of the Empire's attack with Biggs and Wedge. As the passage of Imperial territory is dangerous, Noctis, Gladius, and Ignis head to Graelia without the other passengers, with Biggs and Wedge operating the train. While in Tenebrae, Noctis learns Ravis has been on Lunafreya's side, even though he had been affiliated with the Empire. So double agent. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, which kind of, like, it's her brother, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
And he's part of the line of the oracles, too. So, you know.
Well, he was.
Yeah, that's true. As they come into the territories outside the Imperial capital, they find Grovus Rift covered in a blizzard. As daemons spawn to halt the train at Shiva's corpse, Noctis meets Arden again and demands to know what his gambit is, but the latter is frozen by Gentia, who reveals her true identity as the astral goddess Shiva. Shiva tells Noctis the history of the astrals and asks Noctis to set her love, god of fire Ifrit, free from being enthralled to the darkness.
See, I like they brought the Shiva Ifrit thing back
in
to
this. So it's in this game, and it happens in the next game too.
Well, yeah, it was in a few different.
It was in a few different Final Fantasies as well. That's true.
Yeah.
Shiva makes Lunafreya's love for Noctis is known to him, and Noctis forges a covenant with her, obtaining the Trident of the Oracle as a royal arm. Noctis vows that he and Luna would be together again, regretting he never had the chance to tell her how he feels. He learns Arden is immortal, and all his attacks on him are ineffective. Pondering what Arden's true nature is, the party continues onward to Graelia with the knowledge that Prompto is held captive there along with the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Arden's a dick.
He's not a nice guy.
He's not nice. And then Noctis, Ignis, and Gladius enter Graelia by train, but fall under attack, and they have to abandon the train with the belief that Biggs and Wedge took after themselves. Noctis drives the regalia into the city, but with the car is destroyed and becomes separated from his friends. He continues alone, but finds he cannot summon his weapons to his side as the powers have been sealed. With Arden's taunting voice in his ear, Noctis decides to wield the Ring of Luci and blast the daemons and Magitech troops that spawn around him with magic.
Yeah, this is the part I was mentioning earlier, that really sucks to play as, because you just have the ring. Like, you went from having all these cool swords and spears and axes and things you could just cycle through, and now you just have this dumb ring. Like, oh man.
Yeah, that drains your life force, killing you.
Yeah, and it killed you. Yeah. So
yeah, woohoo!
Really,
Gotta love
really
that.
not great. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we have for part 1 of Noctis. Obviously, there's a lot more with Noctis, which we will get into in part 2.
Yes, we have to go over all the prequels and sequels and midquels and all the different things. All the things that come along with 15 that aren't.
Oh, there's so much with 15 specifically. They did so much with this game.
They did.
So much. It was the first next gen at the time. It was the first game on PS4 and Xbox One for Final Fantasy and using this new game engine they were using. So, might as well go all out like Square Enix normally does.
They really did visually go all out. Like we mentioned earlier, this game it's a beautiful game. Like,
this game came out about a little over a decade ago, and it's
looks
still gorgeous to this day.
It looks better than most games that come out nowadays. Still to this day.
Yeah, it's I can say with that, and like also like The Witcher 3 is gorgeous even to this day, and that came out in 2015.
Yeah.
It looks better than most games today.
It does. Well,
which
with
tells
help,
you something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It tells you something about game development.
Right.
Anyway, but yeah, that's what we have in Noctis this week. So stay tuned for part 2 for next week or next episode, whenever we can get that out. Probably still be next week. So, but yeah, any final thoughts on Noctis for this episode, Steven?
Not for this episode. I'll have more after the end of the next one.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Well, with that being said, everybody, thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Final Fantasy lore. You can also find us on Twitter at FFLorecast.
At ZocDoc, we know being a healthy adult is like living in a video game. Every day has side quests, taxes, laundry, birthdays, and just when you're leveling up, you have to book a doctor. The insurance portal crashes, they put you on hold, your doctor doesn't take your plan, game over. We see you, so we made booking a doctor easy. Download ZocDoc, search by specialty, insurance, and availability. Book instantly, no cheat codes required. Find a doctor you love with ZocDoc.